So, an interesting point about pets, he says on page 24, he says that the company of animals could console us only because and to the extent to which they were reminders, even caricatures of human beings. I noticed that this interesting phenomenon about people who have pets or a lot of pets is that they may indeed be. Sometimes there's no issue at all, but sometimes people have pets because they lack human connections, and that they believe that their pets. It's almost as if their pets' lack of judgmentalism that they feel through with other people in their life is the virtue of having this pet. Is that their pet, in a sense, thinks exactly the same as they think about themselves. They use their pet as a mirror to transmit their own beliefs about themselves and try to improve their self-confidence through a kind of fake acknowledgement of how one wants to be viewed or projected. And I noticed that with people who have a lot of pets. Not exactly the cat ladies, that might be another whole phenomenon, but that there's definitely with people with pets, it seems to replace a more sophisticated human connection precisely because pets lack, according to Schumacher, self-awareness. They lack their own drives and purposes in life. They don't have goals. And I think for some people, some human beings, that is, they like that in a sense because it's absent from their pets, and that they can control their existence, and they're not worried about their ulterior motives that they may be suspicious of in other people. So, for example, if you're afraid of being used by people, and you fear that a lot of people in your life may have ulterior motives or ulterior reasons for interacting with you, then in a pet, those things are absent. And so you may feel closer to a pet because they have no capacity to reject you, in a sense, and there's no capacity to be suspicious about a pet's interests. And that may be another reason why people like pets as a kind of damaged human, or maybe not damaged is maybe the wrong word, but a human with lesser capacities, because they're afraid of or they have trouble finding someone who has aligned interests with them. And they're afraid of the greater capacity that one could have in a relationship if they were to find someone who had aligned goals and purposes. But obviously you can tell that I'm not a pet owner, and for the most part I see them as alive stuffed animals for a lot of people, as a consoling mechanism. But I guess I'm simply suggesting that I'm not being politically correct here, and I'm just trying to tell it as it is. And I think for some people, pets are a replacement for genuine human connection. And I don't think that should be hidden away from that fact. As much as some people get comfortable with their myths, I tend to be the one who lives less in those kinds of lies because I value the truth more. And so, like I've been saying, I think pets are just a way of accepting a lower kind of relationship that one could have with a person. For example, when people say that a dog is man's best friend. And why is that? Well, a dog is obedient. So is a slave a man's best friend? Like, that's a strange idea, right? But again, the reason is that the dog is obedient and will not betray you, has no capacity for betrayal or for higher order thinking. And I think a relationship in which you're seeking someone essentially with a reduced capacity, no capacity for sophisticated behavior, and certainly no capacity for calculating situations because of the risk of betrayal or ulterior motives, that is a reason to seek a relationship, I think to me is fairly, I guess I just don't accept that is worth seeking. But other people lie to themselves when they think that they are getting genuine connection and relationship out of a pet, whereas it's really a lower quality supplement for something that they could have had.